One of these days, I'm gonna sit down and write a long letter to all the good friends I've known. And I'm gonna try to thank them all for the good times together. Though so apart we've grown. One of these days, I'm gonna sit down and write a long letter to all the good friends I've known. One of these days, one of these days, one of these days, and it won't be long. I'm gonna thank that old country fiddler and all those rough boys who played that rock and roll.
6 of us and the kids as well, always well behaved as usual. Steve unfortunately has to go. We're aiming our way down the canal, lock and key next one. Then the spinners, then we're going to have an hour in the White Bear at Adlington, because for those of you who don't know, this bloke, this landlord in there, apart from putting chip berms on for us this afternoon, he went on his own bike ride from Leeds to Liverpool. It took him 3 days and has given us a cheque later for over £1,000. You can probably go in every achievement. So we're going to have an hour in there and a sing-song there later this afternoon. From all the lads, Steve, I've said this before about him, Steve Prescott, there's a lesson in courage for us all to learn. And from all the lads here, Steve, wish you every success and happiness for your health in the future. Anyway.
The kids are going mad at me that we've got to go. I coached the under-20s at Saints, sorry about that. And we're training at 1:30, so I'm already going to be late. I've done a video for them all week, so I've got to play that, so I'm really sorry I've got to go, but you know, I've got to. I hope we win anyway, so...
Ladies and gentlemen, for Steve Prescott.
I was going to come in my Saints kits.
I never tried to burn any bridges, though I know I let some good things go. One of these days, I'm gonna sit down and write a long letter to all the good friends I've known. One of these days, one of these days, one of these days, and it won't be long, it won't be long, it won't be long, it won't be long. Down in
Spiral your journey, looking at all the life.
But anyway, most landlords make us feel welcome. There's landlords who go one step above it and dig deep in their pocket. But there's one landlord who goes to that top tier every time. You see what he's done for us today. Put chip berms on for nothing, didn't have to do, but not only that, I came in here last Saturday, had the feet blown off me, but Martin came up to me and said, look up this, and 3 weeks ago, along with Dave, they decided a few days spur, they got the train to Leeds, and they cycled the full length of the Leeds-Liverpool Canal. Dave, what did you do it for? You did it for Derry House, the Derry House and Christie's, and Martin did it for Christie's as well. Is this a joint check, or was it a separate one?
No, it's joint.
This is joint, I beg your pardon, I thought they was right. And this is a magnificent sum we want to present today for 1,200, can you put it up? £1,260. Absolutely. And I would say, you think the little distance, the 15-mile we do is hard. They did the full length Leeds-Liverpool Canal. They cycled from here all the way to Liverpool. Along the lap 10 Martin, 8 hours was it? Yeah. Yeah, 8 hours, that's incredible that. And all for the sake of us coming in. And like I said, Martin is the best landlord of these 3 pubs, these 3 trips we do every year. This bloke is the top. So I appeal to everybody in Abington, call in here, repay the kindness, call in here for a meal and a drink. Because you can't bang We've got Martin here, Martin Blundell from the Steve Prescott Foundation, who would like to present something to Martin of his own accord. And I'd like to thank this Martin for fitting us out today with these.
I've been told that everybody from Wigan coming to this pub for a free shirt. I know what you Wiganers are like. On behalf of Steve, sorry he couldn't stay with you today, but he has got a coach for the under-20s. What's that? He's got a coach the under-20s. No, he lost me there, sorry. Sorry, he lost us there, like, carry on. Efforts like yourselves and what Martin and Dave have done, you know, really inspires Steve to do these extraordinary challenges. And obviously, it's all about beating cancer. And you know, the more we can do for that, the better it's going to get. Everybody's affected by cancer. The Steve Prescott Foundation also raises money for the Try Assist Fund, who are people who, like yourselves, have played rugby league, suffered terrible, extraordinary, really crippling injuries. So we like to look after them as well. But Malcolm, can't say thank you enough for everything you do, getting this together. Appreciate all the hard work I must do for all your bad guys. Put a hand together for Malcolm, please. This shirt Steve won on his last day of his last challenge, which was the Paris to London Marathon, and we'd like to present you with this shirt as a token of our respect for all of you.
I just like to say that is a medium. So that's for you, Martin. And Dave, from behalf of us rugby union lads, there is a London Irish shirt for you, and that's for you anyway.
From an old maple, some are weak, some are strong. One of these days, I'm gonna sit down and write a long letter to all the good friends I've known. One of these days, one of these days, one of these days, and it won't be long, it won't be long. One of these days, one of these days, one of these days.